Welcome. This is going to be like a weekly. I might do this off and on, but it's going to be it's basically like a sports show. I give my commentary on things. So recently, the NHL trade deadline ended today at 3 o'clock. Rick Nash was not traded. I was very shocked. Apparently, the Columbus Blue Jackets were wanting too much for Rick Nash, which, I mean, I don't know what too much is. I mean, if you're going to the Boston Bruins and you're asking them for a guy like Rich Peverley, I mean, even though he's on the third line, that still might be considered too much for Rick Nash. But if you're going to like the Bruins and asking them for Paille or Savard when he's healthy, Savard, maybe even Thornton, then that's not too much. But they should have asked for less. Maybe they think they found a gem in Rick Nash, and they're like, we want to keep him because if the Capitals wouldn't have had all those players, they would probably be in the same. They would probably be in the same situation now with Ovechkin because Ovechkin is a gem. The Capitals found him. Same with Sidney Crosby, but the Penguins have a much better situation. But the thing is, the Columbus Blue Jackets, they need to build. They can't just say, oh, we have this one player, because Rick Nash hasn't put up the scoring numbers like a prolific scorer like Steven Stamkos or Evgeny Malkin has. Sorry. He's put up pretty good numbers, like maybe Tyler Seguin numbers, maybe a little bit below that. But still, he hasn't put up the Steven Stamkos or Evgeny Malkins. Every year in the trade deadline, there's a guy you want to get. NBA, it's going to be Dwight Howard. NFL, NFL's not that much on trading, but every time in NBA and NHL and MLB, there's always a guy that's going to be picked up in the trade or free agency. The NHL this year, it was Rick Nash in the trade. NBA next year, it's going to be, or NBA this year, it's going to be Dwight Howard. Now, the Magic are going to ask for a lot for Dwight Howard, but still on the hockey side, I think that Columbus Blue Jackets, if they, I don't know what their philosophy was, but maybe teams weren't offering them enough. I mean, maybe they weren't asking for guys like Rich Peverley or Benoit Pouliot or Chris Kelly. Maybe they were asking for guys like Cam Force or Josh Hennessy. I mean, you can't ask for that for a guy like Rick Nash, who is a prolific player. I mean, he's not like a prolific scorer like Stamkos or Malkin, but he changes the tune. He's the captain on that team. He changes the tune. Now, granted, they're not doing good, but they don't have that much help. They don't have that much help in any position. Now, the Boston Bruins made some moves at the late end. One that we're still trying to confirm, as I look it up right now. The one that we're still trying to confirm is the Steve Kampfer for Greg Zanin deal. Actually, that has been confirmed. Steve Kampfer was traded from the Boston Bruins to the Minnesota Wild for Greg Zanin. And earlier, the Bruins traded Yannick Rinaldi and Mark Canton for Brian Rolston and Mike Matau. I think that was personally a good move. I think the Kampfer move was a good move. I mean, Boston has had trouble with injuries this year, with Horton being hurt, with the suspensions too. I mean, Lucic getting suspended, Marchand getting suspended. They've had problems with injuries. They needed some help. They needed some backup to those guys. Personally, if the Boston Bruins, they need defense. I know their defense is pretty good in the league right now, but their goaltenders have been on a slump. Tim Thomas and Tuukka Rask have not been what they were at the beginning of the year, and Tim Thomas certainly has not been what he was in the playoffs last year. They are not playing Boston Bruins hockey right now. They are playing Winnipeg Jets hockey. I mean, Winnipeg's in third place, but they don't have the most points. I mean, by the NHL seeding system, they are in third place. But they are not. Boston Bruins are not playing Boston Bruins hockey. At the beginning of the show, when I said this was going to be a sportscast, most of the time it's going to be hockey, but we're going to throw some more stuff in there. That's been all for this week. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.